What are we looking at here in Exhibit 131?
So this would be an email. It shows that it kind of when it was created, when it was modified. So it had been modified on October 30th of 21. We call it the prep email. This is something that was created by Willard Miller, listing different items and that sort of thing that would be used eventually on the attack on Nohema Graber.
This was actually on the left hand side. This would have been created in September of 20. Is that right?
Yes, that's what it shows.
Right. And then modified on October 30th of 21, correct?
Yes.
Which would have been several days before Nohema Graber was murdered. Is that right?
Yes.
Right. And this was created on a notes app on the phone. Is that correct?
Yes.
You had sent an email earlier. Do you have evidence that this was actually emailed to anyone, or do you know?
That's just kind of how I read it, just because of the title and summary. I'm actually quite not very good at describing sometimes the difference. So yes, it is a note app.
Now there are several items on here: garden gloves, plastic gloves, trash bag, Ziploc bag, wet wipes, and a backpack. Is that right?
Yes.
Would those items have been consistent with what was described in Jeremy Goodale's interview with regard to preparation prior to Nohema Graber's murder?
Yes.
And were wet wipes found at the scene?
Yes, there were several wet wipes at the scene.
And then there's a procedure that is also in this message. Is that right?
Yes.
And it says stun, move off trail, empty compartments, load cargo, blanket cargo, deactivate compartment contents, leave bag by exit, transport, empty transport, safety stun, switch glove, deactivate article to bag, finalize the win, in parentheses it says secure victory, load into storage spot, don't forget to close the door to the ground, switch glove, move the sticks, wipe down tools, dispose article, and grab bag by exit, and then done. Did I read that correctly?
Yes.
It's a rather cryptic message, wouldn't you say?
I would say it's very cryptic, and you don't really have to read between the lines to know what he's describing.
This would be at least partially consistent with the items that were found at the scene, as well as the circumstances that you learned concerning Nohema Graber's death. Is that right?
That's correct.